Hello, dear friends, and welcome to the world of the International Fab Talks. We are happy to connect with you every single day, to share beautiful messages with you, to create awareness, and to make a beautiful world, to build a beautiful world. Let me put that right. So join us, friends, to welcome our celebrity and guest for today. She's none other than Kamala, ma'am. She's loved for the work that she's been doing all these years. She comes from an academic background, and she continues to inspire people by sharing the very best that she has gained through all these years of experience. Let's get to know more about her journey and speak about important topics today with regard to our mental health, emotional well-being, and of course, physical health. Not to forget our spiritual growth as well. Join us now to welcome our celebrity and guest on the International Fab Talks today. Hello, ma'am, and welcome to the session. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Yes. It's an honor to be here.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm so happy to be here again. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. You've done a lot of justice to many people in your life. And today you've joined us again to share your journey with us and to inspire us in the right way with regard to our mental, physical, emotional, and as well as spiritual well-being. I share your profile in a brief way and we begin the session.
Sure.
Thank you, dear. So friends, here we have with us our celebrity and guest. As I earlier mentioned, she has come here to share her expertise and her knowledge that she has gained through all these years of connecting with different kind of people. She's been a wonderful person and touched the lives of several people. She's none other than Kamala Ravi Shastry, loved and revered by her students. They hold her in high regard, and she's here with us today. Let's get to know more about how she's going to share all of it that we want from her. That is about how we can be strong and resilient during the difficult times of our lives and maintain a balance right from the head to our toe. She's completed a BA and B.Ed as well. She retired as a supervisor from the Fatima High School, Ambarnath East, that is in Maharashtra, Mumbai, Maharashtra, if I'm to be precise. She has more than 3 decades of teaching experience, and she's been into the art of living since 2001. She became a happiness program facilitator since 2012 August. She is a blesser and a Guru Puja Pandit. She writes regularly on YouQuote app. She has published 2 books. One is Swaranjali and Amazing Grace, a collection of poems. She loves reading, listening to music, drawing, painting, etc. She's a wonderful human being, and above all, she's a great mother, a great friend, and a great facilitator to many of us. She loves gardening as well. She has a beautiful garden on the 5th floor of her apartment. That is the 5th balcony, she says that. And she loves to connect with nature. It could be a little squirrel, or it could be a beautiful flower, or it could be a beautiful leaf that has just bloomed. And this is where she loves to spend her time. It's really nice. She's a good listener. As an art of living teacher, she loves interacting with people across the globe. That's really nice. And she loves counseling as well. And if certain people would like her to counsel them with regard to their life or the decisions they would love to make, she would always be there ready to counsel them and guide them in the right way. She is proud to be an instrument of the divine. That's really nice. And she really is very happy to be connected and establish that beautiful connection and bonding with none other than Guruji, Puja Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji. She has learned a lot in the art of living, and she's giving her very best till date. So today we've requested her to share her time and knowledge with what she's gained through all these years of experience of being an academician and at the same time as a happiness coach, facilitating people with the right kind of knowledge. China students. Hello, ma'am. Thank you so much for being here with us. It's always a pleasure to have you here. We love the energy and the spirit that you have.
Yes. I'm so happy to connect again.
Thank you.
And we can have a good session today.
Yes, dear. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, we start off the session with emotional well-being, because we are all, stuck up with our emotions somewhere, or we become over-emotional, or some of us don't even show any emotions, like we are numb. So if you'd like to speak about emotional health or emotional well-being from the experiences that you've had and from the training sessions that you take, over to you, dear.
Yeah, it's very important for a person to share. So, people hide their emotions. They feel that it is a weakness, or, they are ashamed of sharing their emotions to us. But I encourage them. All those people who call me, I get calls from all over, and they share, like I told, I'm a good listener, and they open up. When they share, they share from their innermost, like their fears, trauma, what they are undergoing. Oh, Didi aisa hua, Didi vaisa hua. Like being an instrument of the divine, of master. So we are, as an art of living teacher, we are always there, ready to, help anybody in need. Like, and when the emotional health is, somewhat regulated to the backyard, back burner, like nobody likes to talk about it. But I would welcome each person, to open up and share. First, I think a teenager should share with his parents. A school, if you are in the school, your teacher is very close to you, you share it with your teacher. Some person who is you're comfortable with. That's very important, to share your feelings, whatever the fears may be. Emotional. Sometimes you're sad for no reason. Sometimes you're sad because somebody said something. So unless you speak out, the person won't know that you are sad, right? So it is very important to open up. Huh? It may sound very silly to, ye kya bolna hai? Why should I share this? People may have this idea in their mind, but then that makes the difference. The sharing and caring. The other person will not judge you. Your own mother will not judge you. Your teacher will not judge you. So you share it with somebody you are close to, It's very, very important. Like even I had an experience, like I had my friend for 40 years. No, he was a very good friend of mine, but suddenly he stopped communicating. So I was like, what happened? Why is he not talking? I was also worried. And then slowly that relationship went off, that friend disappeared. But then I had no clue, what happened. So I was also like, then I shared it with my friend, this is what happened. I got it out of my chest. These things happen. People come into your life, people go out of your life for no reason. They come, they go. So it's a part of life, When I accepted that, the rest was easy. Like I didn't, think much about it. Okay, he or she may have the reasons for moving out, right? I judge his judgment more. So he may have felt, or she may have felt it that way at that time. So these things happen, even for us as an adult. We need to share. We should have some, at least 5 friends. One at least bosom friend, where you can share your deepest secrets or fears. They may not laugh at you. They will not judge you, and they will be with you, silent pillar of strength, and say, oh, this is okay. Sometimes it is okay not to feel okay, right? Sometimes people judge you for not feeling okay. No, it's all right. Sometimes all days are not good, no? Like last month I had a surgery, okay. But still I was in my own spirit because I knew Guruji is taking care of me, right? I didn't go into depression, oh, why me, why I was like, like the things matter when you have a good family around you. Emotional health is so important. You should reach out. And emotional health and mental health are all connected. What you feel, emotions, your mind also takes in. Na? You may feel depressed. Some person may not talk to you for a long time. Your own kids are, shying away. They're spending their time closed doors, behind closed doors. They're not communicating with you. These are the little signals that you have to work on as parents, as teachers. The child in the last bench is not communicating. There must be some problem in his mind. He's so confused. He doesn't know whom to talk to. So you encourage such people, to come out. Okay, what is your problem? I am there for you. The parent can say that, the teacher can say that, the best friend can say that, and encourage the child to come out in the open. For him, it may be just a trivial thing, but it is very important to him. For us, it may be a very trivial thing. For him also, he says, ye kaise bataun teacher ko, ye kaise bataun mummy ko. They have their own fears, na? So encourage them, keep on a lookout for your kids. These signals are there, not communication, not eating food on time, sleeping a lot, and being withdrawn, not mixing up with friends, not going out to play, or only too much of TV. No, these are the signals that they can give out. And when emotional health and mental health are taken care of, physical health automatically improves. When your mind is, carefree, and somebody is there to listen to you, take care of you, automatically your body also responds in a particular way. You eat well, you sleep well, then emotional and mental turbulence all disappears, isn't it? And you have a good connectivity with friends and family. That's very important. Family and friends are the backbone. You should rely on them. That's very important. And they should not judge you. That's important. Not being judged.
Yes, dear.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing that. Thank you very much. Like you said, like we have to speak to people who don't judge us. The moment
Correct.
people begin to judge, they are not the kind of people you should share your thoughts
No,
and
no, no.
the inner fears that you have, right?
Yeah. No, they will pass comments, aisa kyun? That person who is judging you, definitely they will pass comments. They will say something or the other that will trigger off your emotions. So stay away with some people. Your inner sense, your gut feeling will tell you, whom to tell and whom not to tell. Listen to your inner gut feeling or conscience, like whom to confide in, whom not to confide in. You have your own sense of inner intuition, right? That's there.
Yes.
All these things are connected. Mental health, physical health, emotional health. Otherwise, you are going on a roller coaster ride, nowhere. Going up, going down, going up, going down. There's no sense of freedom. There's no sense of destination, nothing. So it's very important to reach out. It's very important to reach out.
Yes, dear. Thank you for sharing your insight into that, ma'am. As you say, mental health, physical health, emotional well-being, all are interconnected, and the right kind
Yes.
of people could guide us when we feel low. And you say it's okay not to be okay. It's like
that. It's fine. No, some days I may not feel good. So, people are impressed the way I am. The way I talk or something. But sometimes I may not be the usual bubbling Kamala teacher. No, I may have my own moments for feeling sad or feeling not good. I accept that. Certain days I may not feel up to the mark. It's okay. It's a passing phase, and every emotion has a span of like 2 days or 2.5 days. That emotion disappears, and by the time you realize, oh, there is no emotion. That has already gone. Some other thing has taken its place. No emotion, no feeling can stay with you for more than 2.5 days. Your anger, your hatred. Guruji says that. Guruji said that one. No, emotions always keep changing. Not hold on to them. Accept it and let go. That's it. That's the beauty of it. Because you are not your emotion. You are just a wonderful being. You cannot be judged by, oh, she's always angry, always like this. You cannot judge a person because once upon a time she was so angry, right? You cannot say, oh, some people say, no, oh, मुझे गुस्सा बहुत आता है, मैं बहुत गुस्से वाला हूँ. But that is not the case. Gussa is not 24/7, all your life. It's a part of your segment 1-2 days, isn't it? गुस्सा कब तक रहता है? Just a fleeting moment, ना? So nobody can be judged that वो गुस्से वाला है, वो ऐसा है, वो वैसा है. It's wrong to judge a person on their emotions because emotions are fleeting. They keep changing, right?
yes.
That's very important. You recognize it within yourself. That is more than enough. These emotions will just go. They will not stay for a long time. Just, like passing clouds. Hi, hello, get out. Hi, hello, and see them out. Bye-bye. So
Yes.
you're free, na? This mind is free, right? Accept it.
Yes, dear. That's really interesting. Thank you for sharing that. We'd like to talk about the emotional health of elderly parents. Nowadays, children don't have time for their parents and they don't understand the pain of parents, especially if they are single parents.
Correct.
That's very, very painful. Suppose now both the parents are there, they can discuss and share their thoughts and views and can express their grief or pain or the hidden fears. But if the single parent is there, it's very difficult because some of the children out there don't understand the pain of their parents. They don't understand the pain that the parents had taken for them and the parents and the pain that they're experiencing now.
Now, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm a single parent because I lost my husband in 2017. So I'm alone. But my sons are there, they reach out. They call every day or sometimes, how are you, mommy? Since I was sick last 2 months, like they reach out, they come on and they will guide me now. Don't do this, don't do that. They're treating me like a small child now. And I've been given do's and don'ts. You have to follow this, mama. And now you are under our control. You cannot go out like before. You have to take care of your health. So I'm being babied at home. right now. I do realize, parents they do feel lonely because they want to reach out. They feel that the children should give them attention. Sometimes the parents, they're right in their own way, but the child also has got his own family, his own, work to pursue. He has got his commitments, his priorities. Maybe he wants to go for a movie or with a family outing. And then one Sunday, they don't want to come and meet the parents also because they want to laze around, get up at 12 o'clock, have their tea at 12. Sometimes the parents miss out. But it is, a conscious decision the child should make that quality time should be spent with the parents. Give 1 hour time, or I tell them that this is the time I will talk to you over the phone. This arrangement can be done by the child and the old parents at home, and the parent will be happy. Oh, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, my son will going to call me. And that 1 hour, they can talk whatever they want. This arrangement can be done. If they are staying far away and they cannot visit their parents every week or every month or something like that, this arrangement can be done, quality time over the phone, you talk to them. The parents want to be heard. That's all. You don't have to do anything. They don't want your money. They don't want anything. They want a part of your life, a time. Just give them some quality time. Love. They don't want expensive gifts either. They just want. And some parents want, they just come, meet the parent, eat food, go out. But the parent feels at a loss, मेरे पास आया और मेरे साथ समय ही नहीं बिताया. They have that feeling, na? So it's better to have some quality time with them. As much as your family, your child also should not feel the same thing about you when you grow up as an old person. Got it? How you are treating your parent, your child is also watching. Right? And he may also follow in your footsteps when he is going to take care of you. That is also there. So it is, a two-way traffic, give and take. This is a mutual give and take. There is no compulsion anywhere, but it's a mutual, moral responsibility for every child to take care of his parents or parents. And mostly nowadays in nuclear families, parents are alone, staying somewhere, and the children are out somewhere. If they are out, they don't want to come back to India. I've got some students, two brothers, they stay in America, US, and their parents were in Ambernath. After 25 years, the child came to celebrate Diwali with his parents. And now within 2 years, both of them passed away. And now hollow emptiness, the house is alone. And they have their own family back home in America, right? That's, it's a very paradoxical situation. Like, parents need to be looked at. As long as they are alive, please listen to them. They may repeat the same thing over and over again. And like small babies, they will repeat the same thing over and over again. Have patience with them because they are getting into the second childhood, isn't it? Every parent is getting into a second childhood. So we should have patience. They had patience for you when you were a child, isn't it? So you have to pay back. It's a payback time now. They are children and you have to be their parent. Parents' parent.
Yes.
And tackle them in a very, subtle way. Like, don't overboss or no, you don't know anything. You just keep quiet. It's a सब नहीं बोलो. Okay, fine. Agree with them. आमे हाँ मिलाओ क्या जाता है ना? Make them feel happy. They can be happy, no? That's it.
Excellent, ma'am. Thank you for sharing all of that. That's really nice. In my personal view, I also feel that if children give a little time, talk to their parents at least for a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes at least, could improve the emotional health of elderly parents.
Correct.
They would feel really good and the entire day goes very well, no matter which part of India or the world you are, my dear friends.
Yes.
If you have parents who are wanting your attention, just 5 minutes, you can just take a call or give them a wonderful
Yeah. You can denote some time and say, this time I'm going to call you 9 o'clock onwards. I'll call you or any time suitable for them and you. And they will be waiting for that call. They'll be known that my son is going to call me and they can listen to them. Whatever they have, let's just listen to them. Sometimes I keep scrolling on my phone and 12 o'clock I post something. My son will say, Mummy, you're online. Come on, go to sleep. I get message. Then he'll grumble. Your doctor told you to sleep early and you are still online. And I know that time I'm not feeling sleepy. Maybe I want to listen to some music or something. 12 बजे तक online है, तू सोती नहीं है जल्दी. I get a scolding from him. So I know that he is co-parenting me in his own way. I know he's taking care. He's worried. I can understand that. Right.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing that. Thank you very much. Now, ma'am, I'd like to ask you about this. In certain cases, I've heard people telling me, or when we sit in a group and talk together, don't share your secrets. Certain secrets should die with you. जितने भी कड़वे हो वो अपने आप ही अंदर रखना है, उसको शेयर नहीं करना है. So don't share certain secrets. Let certain secrets die with you. What do you have to say? Tell about this. Do you have to say something about it?
There are some secrets. It's better die with you. Some secrets who you know that you can rely on one person who can share. There will be some person, no? Like one person. I have my friend Naseem, whom I can share with anything, like if you don't feel good, she'll call me and then we discuss so many things. What happens, certain things you cannot tell the world. Certain things that you have undergone in your life, nobody will understand. What happened to you as a child or what happened to you even when you're as an adult. Some things happen, like you have to use your discretion, what you let out and what you keep within you. Because the other person should not take advantage of what you are sharing. Na? You should not use that as a weapon against you. Because some secrets can be used as a weapon against you to blackmail or emotional blackmail or whatever. But share it with somebody whom you can really, really trust with your life. So some secrets, let them go with you, be cremated with you, no problem. And no harm, because nobody is going to do, unko bata ke kya fayda? It is not something to be shared. That's it. No, that some secrets you cannot tell the whole world, right? I also got one or two secrets I cannot tell anybody anything. Not even my kids, not even my friend, nobody. That goes with me, right? And I don't need to feel the need to share it. That's it. Not that important. Fine. It's for me, what has happened, right? So I don't want to dig it again, right? Certain things you can share if you want, you feel you want to get it off your chest. Fine. Something that bothers you over and over again, it's okay. Or you know what I do? I write to my Guruji. On Elements app, I keep writing to him. Anything that I undergo, went for a surgery, I went for this, went for that. I keep writing to him on Elements app. And I keep myself free. I don't think about it. Let go. He'll handle it in his own way. Guru Grace, he'll handle it. So that's it.
Yes, dear.
Yeah. It's okay, na?
Yes, dear.
Yeah.
You were sharing something and like I interrupted you for a minute.
No, it's okay. One bosom friend you should have, no? You have, no?
Yes.
Crystal, you have one pakka friend. You should have one friend at least. Let not the world know about it. Only your friend knows, that's more than enough.
Yes.
I know. And it's vice versa, no? She also will share, I also will share. It's between us both.
Cheap.
That's it.
I even appreciate this, as you mentioned, that certain secrets should be cremated within us. We need not share everything with the world. You never know who will take advantage of us at any given time.
Yeah,
Be careful
definitely.
what kind of secrets you are sharing with people and what you're withholding. Because certain things need not be shared with the world. Let it die with you.
No.
So that's really nice. It's for all of you, my dear friends. Stay safe with who you share. Because once you share with the wrong kind of people, and then
they take this advantage.
And then your emotional well-being is really completely damaged.
Yeah.
You'll be scared like what that person is going to do if he or she goes
as long as you're a friend, it's okay. When you never know, na, friends become enemies for no reason, and then your secrets are with her or him, whatever. Then what to do? You never know. Take care. So friends come and go. There are so many people who came into my life and they walked away, they went away. I'm not bothered. Who are there will stay. Those who are there with me. They have stayed with me all these years. And those who just come and go, so they're just fleeting acquaintances, they just came for a reason, went out for a reason. So that's it.
Yes.
I know.
Ma'am, I have a question for you. There is a certain student.
Yeah.
Parents are separated, right?
Ah.
This particular child, I mean, he's in his post-graduation. He's pursuing his post-graduation. His parents are
Mm.
separated. The
Mm.
situation was very toxic between both the parents. The father was like an alcoholic and very abusive towards the mother, towards
Correct.
his wife, that is the mother of that child. But still, the child wants the mother to stay with the father, but the mother wants to be separated and doesn't want to undergo the torture or abuse from the father, financial, physical, verbal abuse, emotional abuse, all
Correct.
the kinds of abuse to mention. The son is requesting his mother, you stay with the father. It's okay, you stay with the father. And now in this situation, what is the best solution for this problem? Should the
But
mother,
how old the child is? What is the age of the child?
the child is 25,
25. He is an adult. He
adult.
can decide. He is an adult. He is not a teenager or a below 11 kid. Below 11 kid, if he says something like this, means the mother is obliged to stay for the sake of the child and undergo all the trauma, right? But he is 25. You should realize that the mother needs help. And accordingly, that boy should act. Because an abusive father, you know what that child is learning from the father? It's all right to abuse,
Okay.
right? When he grows up, he will treat his wife in the same manner as the father is treating his wife. He may or he may not. That's future tense, you know. But then this sort of behavior at home, like physical abuse, verbal abuse, the child takes it for granted that this is the only way a man should behave in the house. Acceptable behavior according to that child. But it is not, you know, because the mother is also an individual in her own right. And she has her own emotional well-being, emotional trauma. How long can she withstand that onslaught of physical or mental or torture, emotional torture? She can't. If she wants to break, and the child is not a small child anymore. He is an adult, 25-year-old. So he should have that much of common sense to reconcile the parents or allow them to go their separate ways. Because he can fend for himself. No? 25 means you can get a job, you can look after yourself. You can stay with either of the father or mother, 6 months here, 6 months there, whatever, if you want both your parents. You can take care of both of them in your own way. You can get a job and like you can divide your time between the two parents. Why not? He's adult enough to do it. He's not a small child, a 5-year-old who needs the mother and the father. At that time, the child doesn't realize who is important, mother or father. The mother will take care of the 5-year-old or 11-year-old, not a 25-year-old, no. Strictly no.
That's really
The
nice.
mother can decide for herself.
The way you put it, you put it very
Yeah,
strongly.
he's an adult. He should take care of the parent. He should support his mother not to be abused or tell the father that it's not right to treat the mother in this manner. Sit them down and speak to them individually. You know, he's old enough to do that. Why not? Why he's asking the mother to undergo all that trauma again?
लोग क्या
What is the
कहेंगे?
benefit in him?
लोग क्या कहेंगे? समाज क्या कहेगा?
नो नो नो,
परिवार
लोग
लोग
क्या
क्या
कहेंगे? नहीं नहीं नहीं, लोग आता है क्या
रिश्तेदार
अपना
क्या
प्रॉब्लम
कहेंगे?
सॉल्व
तो
करने?
यही
लोग
बात
तो
था.
नहीं आते. People don't come in to your home to say, are you okay? Are you fine? Nobody will come. You have to solve your own problems at your own pace and your own discretion. He's 25-year-old. जमाना क्या कहेगा? So what? यही सबसे बड़ा रोग है. क्या कहते हैं लोग? No, 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 no. Opinion change, na? Opinion change. That same person who may say, oh, this was a wonderful couple. Now they will say that they're not a wonderful couple. Opinions keep changing. Opinions are not facts. Isn't it? Opinions are not facts. So public opinion pe mat jao, bhai. It's your niji zindagi, na. You decide how you want to stay. You should keep your mother happy. That is important. Your mother who has born you. And why would you like her to suffer in this manner? Keep her away from that. Maybe in the same house, you will stay in 2 different rooms. They need not get a divorce either. Let her follow her own passion. If she has got any, like work, she wants to work from home or something, whatever, let her follow her own passion. Stay in the same house. But don't interact. Like 2 strangers living together separately. Two strangers can live together separately. Oh no, your father can do on his work himself. There's no obligation for to take care of each other if they are adult enough to handle their own life, right?
Yes,
She
dear.
can do her own thing. She can earn, and the son can be there with the mother and with the father, and not be judgmental, isn't it?
Yes, dear.
He's 25-year-old. He cannot force his mother to undergo all that.
Yes.
Definitely not.
I'd like to share one more situation with you. A daughter requesting her father, who's been separated from his wife. I mean, the mother and father separated. The daughter is requesting, she stays with her father. Okay. She wants her father to be remarried again, to remarry again and have a partner in his life, because the mother has moved on and she has found a new partner and settled. She wants her
Correct.
father to, find a life partner and have a wonderful life, because one fine day she'll get married, this little girl, and then
She'll go away. Okay.
she's also a
Okay.
college student.
Yeah. She can do that. Parent. I'll tell you one thing. A woman who has become a widow or who is a divorcee, she doesn't think of getting married again. No, she can stay single. A woman can stay single. But a man who is a widow or a divorcee cannot stay single. He needs a partner. I have known many cases in my family friends, they need a man needs a woman to take care of him. He comes home from work or he's so dependent on the food. A woman can stay alone. She doesn't need anybody, She's strong enough to, live alone and face everything. But a man, I have seen, they get married again. They, and they start their lives all over again. It's a common thing. It's a common thing. The daughter will get married and go away. That man needs. My own building, there is I have a person. And there are so many family friends who have remarried. They lost their wives and they got remarried, right? But I've gone so many cases where a woman lost her husband, she's a widow, and they're staying alone, taking care of themselves and their children. Fine?
Yes, dear.
I think there's a social structure, a man cannot stay alone and he needs, home cooked meals and all that. And he's a big grown up baby.
Yes, dear.
A man is a big grown up baby.
Yes, dear. In this case, the
Yeah.
father is disagreeing. He says, no, he doesn't want to go in and, remarry somebody. But the girl is requesting him to go forward. His daughter's requesting.
Yeah. It depends on personal choice, na?
Yes, dear.
It is a proper suggestion. He may want, he can get married. Okay. But if he doesn't, even men can stay alone sometime, no problem.
Yes.
I have got a friend who's, my wife passed away 26 years ago, and he's happy staying alone. He got a son and daughter-in-law and grandson and daughter. There are people who are like that. They don't want to remarry and, and there are some who want to marry. They need a partner. They need somebody, to interact with, to share their daily talk or something like that. It depends on person to person.
It's always healthy to have a companion. It's always healthy to have a companion.
Yes.
Either of the same gender or opposite gender, to share your thoughts.
Share. Yeah. Sharing is very important.
As we age.
But if a person is staying alone, there's a lot of difference between loneliness and solitude. If you're lonely, you want a companion, you want somebody to hug, you want somebody to talk to, you want somebody to cuddle up to, you want somebody to, take care of you, mollycoddle you. Oh, you are being nice. Somebody like a father figure. A girl always wants a father figure in her husband. That's proven, right? But sometimes what happens is a person enjoys his solitude. I enjoy my solitude. When my husband passed away, there was a time when I was very lonely. I used to feel that loneliness nagging. I used to have that. But then I realized I'm enjoying my solitude, my me time. I can do what I want, where I want. I get up as I want, go where I want. Quality time, I can spend the time as I want, right? So there's a lot of difference between loneliness. Loneliness means you are wanting something, you're missing something in life. Solitude means, you are your own king and you manage your life by yourself. You don't need anybody, right? Lot of difference between loneliness. If you feel lonely, you need a companion to, balance out that loneliness. To fill in that gap, no? You need a companion. Yeah, loneliness. But if you enjoy living alone, that means you're enjoying your solitude. It's a me time. Yeah.
Yes, dear.
There's a there's a lot of, like a tightrope wire, a tightrope walk between loneliness and solitude. There was a time I did feel lonely, but now I'm enjoying my solitude. That's important. Mhm.
Yes, dear. I have another
Yes,
question, ma'am. Now,
yes,
when we see people like who are single parents or spinsters who haven't
mm,
had a partner, and they would now towards the fag end of their lives, or when they're in their senior years, they would like to
yeah,
have some companion and talk to somebody. They would want some people around. And even the solitude suddenly starts feeling like they need
correct.
companionship now.
Yeah, yeah,
Take a big apartment or maybe take a big house, and they live together, take care of each other like siblings
right.
or like friends. Like, is there something like that that is going on in the world, or do we
Yeah, no,
work
no,
on
of
it?
course, of course. There are, you cannot call them old age homes, dignity homes or something. There are people who share like that. It's
Community
one,
living?
you don't feel lonely. And then you don't have to be, get married for the sake of, sharing that companionship, nothing. It's six different strangers sharing a room, sharing a apartment, and helping each other out. Okay, fine, no problem. They can do it, right?
Be
And
there for each other.
sometimes I have noticed your parents, parents are getting being married off by their own kids. They
Yes.
find that child is, the parents feel that, oh, the mother is very young as a widow or something like that. And the children look out for a match for the mother and father. I have seen the children getting their parents married to somebody like a senior citizen or something. This is happening. It's all on an individual case, like they can find six friends, get together and stay, no problem. They can take care of each other in their twilight years, nah?
Yes.
Nothing like that. Oh, no, nice. It's a
And
healthy
especially these
relationship. Yeah,
schoolmates, like, when they meet up
yeah,
after
yeah,
many years
definitely.
and they are going through bad situations at home, or they are
Yeah,
lonely, they are
yeah, yeah.
separated, or
You
maybe
know what? I
divorced.
have a group. I have a group of my 69 SSC classmates.
Wow.
There are nearly 25, 30 of us in that group. And we regularly connect with each other, very close. And at one call, they'll all come, or we reach out, or we have dinners together or lunch together. So we keep in touch. Though we have our own respective families and all that, we friends keep in touch. Buddies, we are all buddies. So we need each other, Emotional bonding is there. That it's good for our mental health, to know
Yes.
there is somebody to take care of your mental health. So you can share, you can, jokes bolo, wo bolo, whatever. No. It's good to have good
Yes.
friends.
Now, this is a question that I'd like to pose. We can't
Yeah.
choose our family members, but we can choose our friends and companions. So, if we want to relive again and have a wonderful life, sometimes our families are very toxic. It could be our parents, our spouse, our children who are very toxic. But can we take a decision, move away from our family, and stay with a group of people who are like-minded and who respect one another? Stay with the
Sure.
like-minded
Sure.
people.
Why not? You're adult enough to take that decision. Why not? Sometimes your own family is toxic, One member of the family is being a narcissist, he is being a toxic because they don't realize what they're doing. It's only later on it hits you, oh, his behavior was so toxic. Or because, they are accustomed to that behavior, complaining or demeaning you in front of people. It is their become daily habit, as a wife or the mother, they put you down in front of your friends, in front of your parents, in front of your classmates, they'll point all faults. And they think, oh, it is all right to speak like that. They don't realize what that other person, and the person hearing it and the person listening to it, and the friend, what is the friend feeling about it? Or what is your own mother or father feeling about it? They don't bother. The damage is done, no? Right? It's all
Yes.
right to complain, all right, They think it's a thing to demean somebody in front of somebody. Some people are like that. Toxic hai, narcissist hai. They feel, oh, they are doing a great job by pinpointing your mistakes in front of your friend or front of your family. But that's not done. All these pinpointing should be done in private, not in public.
Yes, dear. I have one more question, ma'am. We've seen couples where they don't want to let go of their spouse. They are interested in a third relationship. I mean, they are interested in somebody else out of the marriage, and they don't want to let go of their wife or husband. They don't want to give them freedom. They want it out as well and in as well. They want it on both the sides. And when one of the
Yeah,
spouse demands, no, we have already understood that you're interested in the other person. Please give
correct,
some space in the relationship. Relieve me of this bond such that I move out and live a dignified life.
correct,
Either the wife or husband puts in a request. I'm not being gender biased here, so I put in like either
correct. Yeah,
the
yeah,
wife
yeah.
puts in this request, but there are certain spouses who don't agree
They
to
are
let
selfish,
go.
na? They are selfish.
हाँ, तो
Very, very selfish.
yes. So in
They
this
only
situation,
think about themselves. They
what
only
should
think
be
about
what should be
themselves.
done? What should be done if this is the situation? What decision or what type of a courage that one needs to
When
break
he
that?
has got a wife at home and he's got an affair outside, the wife should take the courage to move out. Either you stay with her or either you stay with me. Because it is emotional turmoil for the wife
Very,
staying in the house because she is not receiving the same emotional or physical support from the husband.
very true.
Not a proper wife. She's just there for namesake.
Namesake. You
Why
got it
tag
right.
on a namesake wife? Just get out. Leave him to his devices. Because you are a grown-up adult. You can decide for yourself. You can I am not guaranteeing you that you will get a better husband than him, but at least you can be free, enjoy your solitude. If you want, you get married again. Give him each other space, na?
Yes.
You want to cling on to your partner and then carry on this extramarital affair. That's wrong. That's
very
absolutely
bad
wrong.
for our emotional health, mental health, physical
Yeah,
health.
it's very bad for all the three of them. It's bad for the husband, bad for the outsider, bad for the wife, and bad for the family also. No, family is also involved. No, if children are there, they are watching all this. No, they are watching all this. Huh?
Yes.
So under the guise of a married man or a married woman, you cannot carry on an extramarital affair. No. I say the opposite. The husband or wife should take a stand and move out.
Oh, respectfully.
Why being an add-on? You are an add-on there in that relationship. You don't mean anything. It is like that appendix in your body, no? You cut it off. It makes no difference. Right? Huh? So why be an add-on there? You are not judged. I mean, you are not having your emotional freedom or even mental freedom there. Then why are we lingering there? Huh? There's no use being there. It is not satisfying. Maybe that male ego doesn't want her to go. Male ego thinks, oh, she's my wife. She should be there. But under the guise of having a wife, you're having an extramarital affair. That is not acceptable, na? That is not acceptable. So you treat the wife in the same way, na? Treat both the women in the same way. Give them equal status, equal love, equal, like that. Keep them emotionally happy, na? Give each of them the same status. Then the wife won't feel neglected, right? But then you're neglecting the wife and going here, that is not done. The wife should take a stand. Yeah, move out. You are not somebody dangling there, keeping. She's not a trophy. The wife is not a trophy to be kept, in a showcase or a cupboard or something like that. No. She can walk out. She can choose. There are so many things happening in the world, now, Andrea. It is so something sometimes, these things are happening. It's a big question mark for us, We hear of so many cases and then you don't know what is happening, It all points out to the somewhere somebody's mental health is not good, or somebody has been traumatized as a child, so they take revenge. These things are happening. Or they have some, बचपन में मुझे ऐसा हुआ था, so they want to take revenge. ऐसा भी होता है, like you never know. Life is a question mark now. You never know. The person is praying for you or playing with you or whatever, you never know. So take at face value the relationships that you have with your spouse, with your parents, with your siblings, with your own children. You can't judge anybody. I've stopped judging. I take it as face value. आज मेरे साथ मेरे बच्चे ने बात किया, forget. कल बात नहीं किया, no problem. कल बात करेगा या नहीं करेगा, no problem. That is his choice. So I don't worry about it. वो मेरे को view नहीं बुलाया, 10 दिन हो गया मेरे को phone नहीं किया. I don't. Like now, like Guruji says, there are Aishnas in your, the whole society. Putreshana, Viteshana, or something like that. Aishnas means mera beta, mera beta, mera beta. No, mera paisa, mera property, mera property. All this is not going to help you in any way. Stay away from all these attachments. Attachment with detachment is the best solution. I love my children. That's it. I don't overtly say, oh, mera bacha, without him, I cannot survive. No, he is having his own life. I support him for what he is. I support my elder son's decisions for what he is. Fine. If they come, fine. If they don't come, still better. Fine. So I won't judge. I mean, kyun nahi aaya, kyun nahi kiya? No questions asked. I've reached that stage. Guruji is there with me. So he takes care in his own way. He sends people to help me. He sends people around me, right? So Guruji may not come personally, but he has his own way of reaching out to me through my friends, to my family, to my classmates, to total strangers as well. So my work is done.
Yes.
You have to live. Attachment will be there with the family, but you have to know when to detach.
Detach.
It's good for your own mental health. Attachment with detachment. That is a mantra.
Yes.
Then you won't feel hurting. You won't expect. If you expect only, you feel bad, no?
Very true.
My son did not call me 2 days ho gaya, nahi bulaya. If I'm expecting, so I feel bad. If I don't expect, he'll call whenever he is free, right?
Yes.
Acceptance is the key.
Yes.
And communication. You communicate from your side. Whether you receive the communication or no, that is their discussion, right? To have a healthy relationship.
Yes.
That's it. Or kya?
Yes, dear. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing this. Dear friends, I'd like you to be focused on your mental health, emotional health, physical health, and spiritual growth as well. Avoid assumptions, avoid expectations from anyone. Be attached, but at the same
Correct.
time, be detached. I really like that. Attachment as well as detachment. Love your family.
Yeah.
Learn when to detach from them at the right time. Give them the
Mm.
space.
So they also have their freedom, no? They also have their freedom. Their priorities are different. Our priorities are different. They should not clash, right?
Yes. Towards the end, ma'am, what is the message you'd love to give the world? What is the message from Kamala, Ravi, Shastry? What is the message from you to them?
Be accessible. Be accessible. Be available to people when they need you. You can be a good listener. If someone calls you and say, oh, I'm facing, you can listen to them. People want somebody to listen to them. Be accessible. That is, I am there for you. I love you just because you are you and I am I. That's it. Be available, and that's what I am. And as an art of living teacher, I am there. I'm always there. People call me, people talk to me, and they feel good about it. They unburden themselves. So when Guruji says, what kind of art of living teacher are you? When people see you, they do like this, or they are happy to see you. So they should come to you and go back smiling. That's the kind of teacher I am, and I want to be like that. Guruji will bless me for that. And I'm happy people reach out to me. So I am always available, accessible, 24/7. That's a great feeling, when you are there for somebody. And your word, speech or your talk can make a difference in their lives. So why not? No, that's good.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am, so much for today's session. Thank you very much for being a part of our journey. Thank you for sharing all the important insight into how one can be happy, how one can achieve divine peace within. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Yes. You can be happy yourself. You don't need anything to keep your happiness. You are happiness personified. You don't need a hook to keep your happiness. I'm happy. That's it. Okay. Yes. So nice talking to you. It was a wonderful session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. We look forward to many more interesting sessions with you. We love the way you share your thoughts and views, because you relate to the entire world. Like, you take everyone into consideration when you talk. So that's really nice. You're very supportive and very encouraging with regard to the right kind of things in life. Shukriya. Bahut shukriya.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear.
God bless you, Vita. Yeah.
Same to you. So, my dear friends, with this, we come to an end now to the International Fab Talks for today. Please do share this video with the right kind of people. You never know who may be interested in the content that has been shared today on the International Fab Talks. And if you like what the International Fab Talk team is doing, stay connected with us. Like, comment, subscribe, and share to the International Fab Talks. Do make it a priority to love yourself and protect your mental health and emotional well-being from the people who may take advantage of your vulnerability or your innocence. Stay blessed and stay connected. Signing.